There we go. Good evening from the Taft Coliseum at Fairgrounds. Bishop Watterson Hockey. Bishop Watterson Eagles versus Thomas Worthington Cardinals. I am Tom Somos. I'm with Justin and with Dave Wozniak here in the broadcast booth. Justin, welcome. I'm excited to bring you Bishop Watterson Hockey. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. And we've got wonderful holiday hockey here on a Friday night in this beautiful old fairgrounds, Taft Coliseum, one of my favorite arenas. Thomas Worthington Cardinals, 10-2-1 overall. They've got some AAA players that are outstanding. They're going to have to watch here. We'll announce their lineups in just a few minutes. The keys to the game: tenacious, aggressive forechecking. Watterson has got to be on, Justin, with forechecking.
Yeah. I mean, the game against the Rough Riders in the championship, they weren't playing as they usually do. They weren't playing as well, I feel like. Consistency
is going to have to be a key. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to be fiery. They've got to be feisty. They've got to show that adrenaline and that aggressiveness. That's going to be the key to the game.
In the last game, they beat the Rough Riders 7-2, and they thought that they could beat them going into that game because they'd already beat them, but they lost. So maybe that'll happen today. Maybe Thomas Worthington will think that since they already beat Watterson, they can beat him again, and they don't play, they don't keep their foot on the gas and they lose.
But they've got to show that fire, that spirit, that aggressiveness. They've got to be tenacious with the aggressive forechecking. The defense has been very, very good for Watterson. They had an outstanding tournament, and they've got to be tight checking and defensive. They've got to tie up those loose men in front of their goaltender. Also, offensive firepower. It starts with Wozniak, Long, and Gregory. They need to ignite the offense, and they need to get things going and in a hurry. We are joined by the great John King. John King, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Tom. Such an honor to be on your show.
Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And it is always great to have the great John King here in the first intermission with the John King Intermission Show. Don't change that dial when we have John King here. He'll be here in this first intermission, and he will be as feisty as ever, folks. He is colorful as can be. We've got Justin here. Justin, welcome to the broadcast booth. Great to have this broadcast with you.
Thank you.
He did an outstanding job for the final Joey and Justin show. Justin's here with me. We're going to announce the lineups here for Bishop Watterson. Number 7, Laura Bittner. Number 9, Al Chirac. Number 13, Patrick Monahan. 14, Killian Marr. 15, the great stallion, Italian stallion, Vinnie Gregory. Number 19, Jack Gibson. 20, Robert Stalter. 23, Dalton King. 24, Jacob Wildermouth. 26, Adam Somos. 27, Colin Williams. Number 28 or 43, depending on what he wants to wear, Hunter Spirit. 29, Nathan Foley. 30, Joey Wozniak. 47, Nathan Monahan. 68, Ellie Mertz. 71, Michael Wozniak, and your captain. 72, Everett King. And number 77, Trevor Long. And Justin's going to announce the lineups for Thomas Worthington.
All right. Number 4, Eli Hall. Number 7, Oscar Quake. Number 9, Lucas Bernardi. Number 12, Ben Isaacson. Number 13, Will Cooper. Number 16, Paul Rett. Number 17, Keegan Crowley. Number 21, Quinn Sweeney Fort Hopeful. Number 22, Will Gams. Number 25, John Darlivingston. Number 50, Grayson Bailey. Number 55, Calvin Swinarski. And number 91, Noah Stark.
One of the keys to the game is going to be consistency. Watterson has to play consistently for 3 periods. They've got to be hardworking and aggressive. They've got to show that identity, the tenacious, aggressive forechecking. They need to be tough and aggressive. They've got to show that fire, that spirit, and that passion. They've got to have outstanding, reliable goaltending. They will get it in front of King, who is an outstanding goaltender. And most importantly, they've got to stay out of the penalty box, Justin. They've got to be smart and composed.
Yeah, they can't take dumb penalties like hits after the play or something.
You saw that in the final of the tournament. They took way too many penalties. They were not smart, they were not composed, and it was very, very costly. They cannot do this against a very formidable foe in Thomas Worthington.
Yeah, they got to play a very clean game this time.
Can't wait to bring you Friday Night Hockey here, holiday edition of your Bishop Watterson Eagles. We want to thank all of our viewers. We have joining our viewers tonight are the Thomas Worthington folks. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. From our families to yours, Merry Christmas, and we wish everyone a very happy, prosperous, and healthy New Year. The forechecking has got to be there, and it wasn't there in the final, Justin, and they've got to get that going and get it going in a hurry. Whenever Watterson plays aggressive, whenever they show that fire, that spirit, and that passion, whenever they show that aggressive, tenacious forechecking, they always do well. And Watterson players are all huddling together, rounding up in front of their captain. And they seem very, very ready to go and very composed. But they've got to set the tone, and they've got to set the tone quickly and early in this hockey game.
Yeah, they got to keep their foot on the gas, knowing there's a couple AAA players on this team.
Absolutely, and they've got to double team those AAA players, just like they will double team Wozniak. We've seen that pattern before, double teaming our captain and creating all kinds of pressure, not giving him that kind of space. Wozniak's going to have to find the space, and he's going to have to involve the entire offense. Another key is going to be the defense. They've got to be tight, consistent defensive play. They've got to tie up loose men in front of their goaltender. They've got to be aggressive and brutal in front of King. They've got to show that tone.
Yeah, they have been having outstanding defense in the past couple games. Every single time the puck went into the zone, they got him really quick.
Let's join the press announcer here at Taft Coliseum for the opening lineups and our national anthem.
Bishop Watterson would like to ask for all of you to please rise and remove your caps for the pledge of the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, from Taft Coliseum here at the fairgrounds. Tom Somos here with Justin and Dave Wozniak here in the broadcast booth. A holiday edition of Bishop Watterson Hockey here. An entire weekend of hockey. Justin, welcome.
Hello.
What are going to be the keys to the game, Justin?
Skating hard and defense. The defense has been outstanding. They need to keep it up, and they can't be playing slow, and they can't take dumb penalties.
Defense wins championships, folks, and they need to be tight, consistent defensive play. They've got to tie up the loose men, and especially tie up those AAA players that they've got here on this team. They've got to get on them and get on them in the hurry. They've got to cover them, not give them any space. They've got to be bruising, aggressive, and brutal in front of King. They've got to set the tone and set it early. They've got to be feisty, aggressive, passionate, and they've got to show that fire and that spirit. It was lacking in the final game in the tournament. Watterson was the favorite in that game. They lost that game, and I think they lost it because they did not play their style. They need to go into a tight checking system. They need to be bruising and aggressive. And here they go, getting the start off here on a Friday night. Watterson now under with some pressure in the Thomas Worthington zone. Worthington finally clearing the puck. Here comes Miardi moving that puck right on. Good stop by King, and they tried to clear it. Watterson having difficulty clearing the puck, and Worthington on the attack. Quick pass, intercepted. Long's going to do it. Good pass right by Gregory, moving it over. Wozniak giving it over to Long. Long's got the puck. Here he comes. Long coming in right in front. Nobody in front of the net. Long trying to create some pressure. Good play by Long. He had an excellent tournament, and he gets Watterson going in the start, and they came close, but they've got to crash the net. They got to get traffic in front of this goaltender.
Yeah, there would have been a goal if somebody
A loose puck.
rebound.
Intercepted. Here's a chance. Kruger moving it. Oh, good stop. Good stop by King. And he is called the Polish Hammer. And he came close to scoring for Thomas Worthington. Watterson having difficulty clearing the puck. Finally, Long gets rid of that puck and send it down harm's way. Back into Thomas Worthington territory. Moving that puck over. Here's Worthington. Quick pass. Moving it in. Good intercepting of the pass. They've got to put a body on these very quick forwards. Not giving them any space. Almost missing his man. Way in front. Good stop. King coming close there. Worthington now with some sustained pressure, moving the puck around on the other side. All the play to the left of King. Stark moving it back over, and here it comes Stalter, a little too far for him. Watterson, little sluggish. They've got to get their legs going, got to get skating. Somos moving that puck over. He's at it, puck and moving it in. He coughs the puck up. Here comes Bailey moving it on. A good play there. Williams trying to clear the puck. Finally, Watterson clears it, and Stalter coming in. They've got to get their legs moving, Justin. A little slow and sluggish.
Yeah, it's been in their defensive zone almost this whole time.
But here comes Hunter Spirit whacking that puck off the boards. And Worthington tossing it back in, and Spirit's going to get another chance. He wisely slugs, and he has an errant pass to Hall. We're going to run it for a good stop by King. And boy, oh boy, the defense coughing up the puck, and they almost costed them. King making an outstanding save. Watterson got to get things going. Slow and sluggish at the beginning. They cannot make those costly defensive errors. Wozniak winning the faceoff now. Here comes Watterson, moving that puck out of harm's way, out of the zone. And this Worthington tossing the puck in, and Big Gibby coming in. The Big Bird Gibby moving that puck over to Trevor Long, and he whacks that puck in, and he's going to get another chance. Gibson going back in. His partner Monahan picks that up, moves it over to his partner. Gibson back over, and it goes out. Gibson having trouble clearing that puck, but a good play there by Hall to keep that puck in. Moving it, whacking it in. Monahan's going to get a chance. He's got some wheels. He's unable to clear it. The defense have got to clear the puck. These quick forwards are moving the puck very easily into the Watterson zone. Defensive got to be a little more bruising, a little more aggressive, a little more brutal in front of their goaltender. They've been slow and sluggish, and they need to get those Jets going. They've got to get their wheels here. Wozniak's going to get started. The Rocket moving the puck, and look at his stick handling skills. He's got some speed. He's all by himself now. They've got to crash the net and get people in front. Wozniak's got the control. Good play by Wozniak. Well, they take him out. An errant pass, and Watterson unable to clear it. Here comes the Hammer, moving that puck in. So, moving in. Quick shot, right on King. King had to be sharp. Quick pass, right on. A quick shot, oh, just missing. Worthington coming close. But a lot of errors by the defense here. They've been slow, they've been sluggish. A quick pass right in front. And Watterson on their toes early in the beginning of the first period. 11:19 remaining. Worthington in control, moving the puck in. Well, an errant pass right behind him. And good play there by Williams, watching his man. Do a great job forechecking. They've got to get the forechecking going. They've got to be tenacious and aggressive. Here they come now. Thomas Worthington tossing the puck in. Hunter Spirit's going to move that puck right over to Williams. But again, Watterson unable to clear it. Good play there. Here comes the Italian Stallion tossing that puck in. But it goes down the ice. And icing's the call. Play to go all the way back into Watterson territory, and the face-off will be to the right of King. Kind of a slow, sluggish start, Justin.
Yeah, they got to get a little bit better on defense, as Thomas Worthington has 4 shots already this period.
Just like the
Watterson
final
with none.
game, Justin, they just have not shown that spirit, that fire, that passion. They need to get going here, and they've got to be intense. The pressure is just not there yet, and they're giving Worthington all kinds of chances. Finally, the puck gets taken out, and Worthington again in control. Here comes Hall, the speedy Hall, moving that puck in. Right on! Good stop by King, and Vinny Gregory whacks that puck down the ice. Another icing. Watterson's got to get their legs back. They've got to start skating, Justin, sorry.
I think we only have one offensive possession.
Yeah, it's only one offensive possession. Yep, 1 shot on net. That's it.
No, we don't have a single shot on net yet.
How many?
0.
0.
We don't have any.
Quick shot, just missing. Worthington in complete control. Watterson standing there, not moving those legs. They've got to get things going. Here comes Foley now, moving across the leg, right behind his goaltender. And Gibson takes out his man. Good play by Gibson. Watterson having all kinds of trouble clearing the puck. But here comes Wildermouth. And he's unable to do much. Good play by Monahan to toss that puck. They've got to get their legs going. They've been slow and sluggish. They've got to get things going. Worthington in complete control. Hall moving it over. Oh, good block there by Gibson. Good block by Gibson, but Worthington controlling the play here. They've had Watterson on their heels for the past couple of minutes. Watterson just slow there, getting there, and Hall easily clearing that puck in. And Worthington in complete control there. Watterson unable to clear it. Quick shot right on, and King covers up. Watterson is playing some dangerous hockey, Justin. Not getting their legs back. They're not skating.
Yeah,
they're not checking.
Some plays they're not looking up. Like over here, somebody passed it right to the defender. They got a shot on net.
They have got to get things going. Slow start. Wozniak's going to try to ignite this offense. Here they come. Hunter Spear moving it over to the Titan. He whacks that puck in, but he's unable to clear it. They got to get their legs going. Here comes Somos now, moving that puck behind his netminder. A quick air pass right in front. Quick shot at all. The Polish power almost got that puck, and they came close to scoring. Watterson making a lot of defensive errors. They've got to get things going. Hunter Spear's going to try to regroup here. But again, Worthington in complete control now, moving the puck in. Quick shot right on. There's a nice play. Wozniak's got some power. Here he comes now. He's got some legs, but a little too far. He pressed that puck. He can't do it all by himself. He's got to get this offense going. Hall, very dangerous. They've got to put a body on him. Good play there. Good play by Hunter Spear. Quick shot, right to pass, right in. Good passing. But here comes Vinny Gregory right over to Trevor Long. He's got some speed. Long moving that puck in. He's got Wozniak with him. He's got to keep going. Can't stop skating. He's got to get their legs back. Here they come now. Good pass over in. Worthington in complete control. Quick shot, missing the net. Thankfully, Kling has played outstanding hockey so far. Here comes Wozniak now. He's going to regroup, and he needs to get things going. Here he comes now, moving that puck in. Great stick handling skills. Good shot, just missed the net. Good shot by Wozniak. They got to get him going. Wozniak's got it. Good shot right in front. Good play there. And Wozniak has finally woken up and ignited this offense, Justin. He needs to get things going.
Yeah, that was their first shot of the period. They need to keep applying pressure in the offensive zone.
Good play by Wozniak. They need Wozniak to get going and ignite this offense. But finally, some energy, some passion, some drive, some spirit. They need to keep things going and ignite this on. Stalter, quick shot, right on. Good play there by Stalter. And Worthington now clearing the puck in. Good play by Stalter to keep that puck in. Keeping pressure on, and here they come again. The quick, speedy Hall moving that puck in. They better put a body on him. He's dangerous. Quick, play fast, right in front, and a good stop by King. King has played extremely well in this first period, making key saves at key times. He has really kept Watterson in this game because they've been slow and sluggish.
Yeah, he's got a great glove too. I think he plays baseball, and I think that's why.
He had an outstanding tournament, and he has really provided such reliable goaltending for Watterson. Watterson showing some signs of life, but they got to get things going. Got to have some consistent period here. Moving that in. Good play there. They've got to also create some firepower, utilizing the defense and getting them into the rush. They've got to get more offense here. One shot's not going to do things here. Only one shot in the first period with a lone shot by Wozniak. Here comes Gibson now. He's going to try to regroup this offense. Moving it up to Stalter. Stalter unable to clear it. Again, Watterson having all kinds of difficulty. Oh, a deflected right hand Monahan. Quick shot. Good stop by King. Again, Monahan's going to have to take this man out. They've got to be more aggressive, more bruising. These forwards are much too quick, giving the forwards too much space here. Watterson looking sluggish in this first period. Thankfully, that puck tips off a skate and out and into the crowd. But a very slow start for Watterson, Justin.
Yeah, they got to get in the offensive zone. They can't just spend the whole period down in their own end.
One shot on net is not going to do things. You've got to get things going. They need more shots on net. They need to put more bodies in front of the Worthington netminder. They've got to create more pressure. They need to show that fire, that pressure, and that hunger that they showed in the tournament. So far, it's been lacking. Here comes Trevor Long moving the puck in. He whips that puck in, but he overskates the puck, and Cooper's got it. Moving it over. Quick pass right in front. And Wozniak's going to get a chance. 2-on-2 now. Wozniak moving that puck. The Rocket moving it in. Quick shot right on. Good stop. Rebound. Oh, boy. Coming close. Good play there. A great stop by the netminder. Whipping that pad out. And Watterson came close. Wozniak with the second shot on goal. Here comes Hall. They've got to put a body on this kid. He's got tremendous speed. Moving that puck in. It whips off of Mar's helmet. And finally, Worthington tapping that puck back in. And King unable to clear it. Moving it back in. It tips off a skate. Wozniak's got to take his man out. Quick pass right in front. Thankfully, the puck goes all the way down the ice. And the refs wave icing off. And the defenseman Hall is going to come back behind his netminder there. Being watched very closely by Long. Quick pass over to Hall. Hall very dangerous. They need to put a body on him and not give him any space. Quick pass right in front, but unable to get there. Good play by Wozniak to tip that stick and tip that pass. Good battle ensues there. Everything to the right of King. Williams taking his man out, roughing him up in the corner. But Watterson having all kinds of difficulty getting that puck out. Their breakouts have been slow and sluggish. And again, having difficulty. But good play by Hunter Spirit. Over to Wozniak. Wozniak's going to take a quick shot and deflects off a skate and out and into the crowd. But Wozniak starting to show some signs of light, Watson.
Yeah, but he can't do all the work. Somebody else has to.
Yes, it's a team game. He's
There's
got
no
to involve
team.
everyone. Absolutely. But Wozniak doing everything he can to really utilize this offense, ignite the offense, and get things going. So far, the forechecking has not been there. It's not been tenacious and aggressive. So far, the defensive play has not been there. They have not tied up loose men in front, and the defensemen have really coughed up the puck and made some errant passes. But thankfully, consistent goaltending has been there, and King has had an answer. And a good face, a quick shot by Monahan, right on. Good play by Monahan. And Worthington now 2-on-2, moving that puck in. Over to Cole. Cole moving that puck in. Good play by Monahan. Monahan, great defensive play, but unable to pass. It makes an errant pass. Quick pass right in. Oh, a quick pass, and they came close. Another pass right in. Worthington with all kinds of pressure, coming close to scoring. But again, King looking solid in net tonight. Bentley moving that puck in, moving it over to Hall. And a good play there by Vinny Gregory the Stallion. Good pass over to Williams. Williams has got some space, but it goes a little too far. And the Worthington goaltender puts a glove on it and freezes the puck. We've seen some signs of life from Watterson, but they need to be more consistent.
Consistency is the key here.
So far, Worthington has controlled the play, but it's been King who's been brilliant, keeping Worthington off the board and still scoreless with 4:40 left in the first. Hope everyone is enjoying the game so far. We want to thank all of our viewers from coast to coast, Canadians, Americans. We've got all the viewers, and we've got the Thomas Worthington viewers as well. Welcome to our broadcast. I am blessed to have my nephew here, Alex Mensopoulos, blessed to have my niece, Victoria Mensopoulos, and I'm blessed to have my in-laws, my wonderful in-laws. Alex and Fota, I love you very, very much. Wonderful in us, and my beautiful mom is with me too. Love you, Mom. Thank you for watching. And here comes Somos, whacking that puck right off. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney now moving it over to Hall. Quick shot, deflected in, but a good play by Hunter Spear to put a stick on it. The defense is starting to tighten things up now, not giving these Worthington players as much space.
Yeah, one thing Watterson's doing really well this period is blocking shots. A lot of times it's gotten into the stands because they're stepping in front and blocking it.
Face-off to the right of King, and this is going to be a very, very important face-off. 4:14 left in the first. Wozniak's been very, very good on face-offs. He loses the face-off. Worthington wins it. And here they come now, in control, moving that puck in. Loose man in front of the net. Watterson better be careful here. These forwards for Worthington, very, very quick. So far, the goaltending has been outstanding for Watterson. King having another outstanding night. And there's Joey Wozniak, unable to clear it. Here's a quick shot. Right on! It deflects right on. And they came close. Worthington coming so close to scoring. But again, Dalton King outstanding in net. Watterson finally tying up the loose man. And Hunter Spirit sending that puck off. Long got there, but a little too far for him. And Cronley moving the puck in. Here comes Wozniak, moving it on. Good pass over to Long. He's got the other Wozniak with him, Joey Wozniak. Joey Wozniak chasing now. He's going to try to create some pressure. He's been good on the boards. Ruling. Oh, quick pass right over to Hull. Good play there by Monahan, putting a stick on it. Monahan, outstanding defensive performance so far. Here he comes now. Monahan moving it over to Wozniak. Good play there by Gibson to whip that puck off. And Watterson doing a much better job of defense, tightening things up, not giving these forwards as much pressure, as much space. And Worthington whipping that puck in. Here comes Mendardi, moving that puck right on, but it didn't get there. Good block. Oh, Monahan going face first into the boards. He looks hurt. He went face first and went hard. Looked like a check from behind, really. Should have called. Oh, he gets whacked from behind. I cannot believe it. The refs did not call it right in front of the ref. Unbelievable. Here comes Wozniak. Move that puck in. Good play there. He's got Long, and he gets whacked on it. Whoa, and Wozniak whacks him, but he doesn't get the puck. Thank God they didn't see that. Gibson whacking call up. It's getting aggressive. It's getting brutal. And we've got old-time hockey here. Here comes Wozniak. He's got some play. They got to get Williams in front. Whoa, and he checks him hard. Good play by the captain. And he gets whacked hard, and he's going to get a penalty. Good play by Wozniak, forcing the penalty there. And I think Thomas Worthington is going to get a penalty. He's going to get a penalty. There it is. Wozniak, that's all hard work, creating that penalty.
I have a feeling this game's going to get really chippy really fast. They're getting really physical after that hit in the corner.
This game, folks, is getting chippy. It's getting aggressive. And Dar Livingston better be careful he doesn't get another 2 minutes. He looks hot in that penalty box. He's got his hands up saying, what did I just do?
I mean, he was trying to hit him in the head in the corner.
It looked like a penalty to me, Justin. And Watterson now on the power play. This power plays look very good. They got to win these face-offs. Wozniak's in control, moving it over to Long. Trevor Long moving it back, but it gets picked up. Good defensive play there by Bernardi, who's an excellent forward. Moving that play in. Hunter Spirit now behind his netminder, moving that puck in. He's got some wheels. Moving it over to Gibson. Gibson coming all the way, and he's got some speed. Gibson moving it out. Quick shot, and gets deflected right over. Long's with him. Vinny Gregory's also out here. This is the top line here for Watterson. Good play there by Thomas Worthington. They've done a good job so far, the penalty killers. But still, a 1:24 left. A huge opportunity for Watterson. Here comes Hunter Spirit moving it over, and Vinny Gregory's going to reorganize this power play. Here he comes, the Stallion, moving it over into Worthington territory. They've got to get some folks in front of the net. They've got no traffic in front of the netminder. They've got to get more traffic. And easily, Worthington clears that puck up. They need more traffic in front of the netminder, Justin. Not enough pressure. Here comes Gibson. Gibson moving it over, and it gets deflected over. He's going to regroup. And Gibson's got some wheels if he can get going. Here he comes. Gibson moving that puck in, whipping it off the boards. But again, Worthington easily clearing this power play. Looked a little disorganized so far, but Wozniak's going to try to reorganize it. Every time Wozniak touches the puck, he gets two peoples on. He's got some space. Quick shot, and he got a stick right on him. Monahan's going to wait. Moving it back over to King. King dumping it back over, but it looks like it's going to be icing. Icing's the call. So far, this power play's looked disorganized, Justin.
Yeah, I think it's come down all the way to their zone.
All the way to the right of King.
More than it's been in Thomas Worthington's zone.
But you keep seeing the same key going on with each opponent. They're going to put 2 or 3 men on Wozniak. They're going to try to cover up our best player and force the other offensive players to beat us. That's been the theme throughout. Watterson need to get this power play going. They've got a huge opportunity here. 17 seconds left. Hall whips that puck in, and he comes in. He's got a burst of speed now, reorganizing. The penalty killing's been outstanding for Thomas Worthington. Good play there by Stalter. Again, Watterson unable to get much going here. Not even a shot. Oh, quick pass. Monahan moving it over. And here comes Colin Williams moving it over. And that's the end of the first period. A very, very entertaining first period. Scoreless first, but a much better ending to that first period. Watterson starting to get their skating going and starting to get the forecheck going, and the defense are starting to cover up a little bit better, Justin.
Yeah, they started playing a little bit better towards the end of the period, but it started really slow.
But this is a game of opportunities. They had their opportunity with the power play, and it looked very stale there. They've got to get things going. Folks, we've got a huge treat for you. The great John King has arrived here. The first intermission show with John King is right here. John, what did you think of that first period?
Just so everyone knows, I'm just shaking my head when he says that.
John King is shaking his head. John King,
So,
tell us what your thoughts were.
Not because of that, Tom. It's because of your announcement.
John King,
But,
tell us about your thoughts.
so my
Everyone
thoughts-
wants to know.
I thought we played pretty good defense. We didn't have a lot of attack until later in the period. And then we started showing some life.
Yeah.
And maybe we're just waking up. But I
But
hope
we did start waking up. We did start waking up at the end. What were the shots on goal, Justin?
The shots on goal were 9-5. Thomas Worthington is 9, and Watterson is 5.
Okay, 9-5. They need more shots, and they need more traffic. They need much more traffic in front of their netminder.
Yeah, they got to crash the net. Get some
This
opportunities.
netminder, Justin, is not as good as our netminder. I think he can be beaten, but he's got to put pressure on him, and they've got to put more traffic. They've got to crash the net a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the first period. Scoreless first. And after one period of play, Watterson 0, Thomas Worthington 0. We'll be right back after this.
I've never done the shots before, so
Great. Don't be nervous. Just be yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah, turn that on, right?
yeah.
Well, shot number 7. That's I forget it. Our old coach is that's
Seven's bitter.
Bittner. Hold on. Oscar. That's Oscar. Oscar, correct. Get the bugger. Justin, we're going to stay on here, but so far we got to check the boxes for reliable, consistent goaltending. Dalton King has been the answer. He's had an answer for every shot, and he's faced 7 shots already. He's made outstanding saves.
Yeah, he has. He's got a very good glove.
But so far, we do not check the box off for tenacious, aggressive forechecking. The forechecking has not been there. They have not been tight checking. They have not left little space for these very, very quick Thomas Worthington forwards. The defense have also coughed up the puck a lot. They've been loose. They have not tied up loose men in front of their goaltender, not been bruising and aggressive. And I also think what's lacking is that firepower, that spirit and that passion. They need to get things going, and they need to play some desperate hockey. Let's see what the second period holds. Thankfully, we got very, very reliable goaltending with Dalton King making key saves at key times. We'll be back with the second period in just a few minutes.
I didn't notice the signs down there next to the seniors.
Oh,
They got some big banners.
Wizard of Oz. I like that. I like that. Wizard of Oz. I like that a lot.
Put those up.
That's cool.
Kind of cool. Put the signs up there. Is that your Wizard of Oz?
First period intermission. So far, so good for Watterson, but they've been saved by the great goaltending of Dalton King, Justin. No doubt about it.
Yeah, he's been really good in net.
If Justin wasn't in net, if King wasn't in net, they would have been a much more lopsided score. No question about it.
Yeah.
The seniors have stepped things up. Wozniak and Long have looked good, but they've been the only two that have really taken steps here and really forced the issue. They've got to involve the entire offense. The defense, they've got to be much better in terms of tight, consistent defensive play, and they've got to tie up loose men, and they've got to do a better job. But so far, it's been all about outstanding, reliable goaltending. That's been the key. And Dalton King has been outstanding and reliable all year long. We'll be right back after this. So far, Justin, it's been Oscar Quake, the hammer, that has been really good, number 7 for Thomas Worthington. And they have also, Hall, Eli Hall, number 4, who's been extremely speedy and extremely dangerous in front of our netminder.
Yeah, I think Hall's one of the AAA.
A AAA player, I believe, yeah. They have got to put 2 men on him, and they've got to be really bruising in front, and they got to be tight checking. They cannot give these 2 players space, as they will burn us eventually. But so far, they've been off the board, and that thanks again to Dalton King's goaltending.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why there's been a big amount of shots for Thomas Worthington is they're not putting 2 people on the really strong players on their team.
Merry Christmas to all of our viewers. We want to thank you again for all of your support. From our family to ours, hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. We wish you health, joy, and prosperity in the new year. Thank you again for watching us. This program is protected by copyright for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, in whole or in part without the express written consent of your Bishop Watterson Eagles and YouTube is strictly prohibited. Just finishing the ice cut here, and we'll be resuming with the second period in just a few moments. Thank you.
There's a time where I have a game, and then right after that, Watterson's on the ice, so I'm probably not going to be able to do it.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, it's at, I think, Iceworks, maybe.
Is it next week's done? Tomorrow?
No, it's not tomorrow. It's sometime next year, because I don't play until January 3rd.
Oh, okay.
There is some time where I have a game, go to the ice cut, and Watterson plays.
Just seconds away from resuming our second period here. A very, very eventful first period. Thomas Worthington in complete control. Had it not been for Dalton King's outstanding goaltending, we'd have a lopsided score. But thankfully, he has been sharp and brilliant. He's been brilliant all year, and he has kept Thomas Worthington off the board so far. But Worthington has got some outstanding players. AAA player Hall has been outstanding, and if you've got to put 2 men on him and be tight checking here. Thomas Worthington has got some very, very dangerous players. Just seconds away from puck drop. Justin, your thoughts on the first period?
I thought one thing, they need to crash the net, because there were some plays where the puck came, and if there was a guy there, that would have been, this game would have had a lot more goals than it does right now.
Watterson coming out of their dressing rooms and finally getting back onto the bench here. Just seconds away from the puck drop. I would like to give a birthday shout out to Nathan and Patrick's grandpa, Mike Flynn. Mike from Lima, Ohio. We wish you a very, very happy birthday, Mike. Best wishes. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. We wish you all the best in the new year. Happiness, joy, and good health, always. We love our Bishop Watterson viewers. Just seconds away from puck drop here. Watterson needs to get things going. They've got to get a quick start in the second period, and they need to start setting the tone here. Be tenacious and aggressive with the forechecking, and the defense has got to be there here. They cannot cough up the loose pucks. They've got passing has got to be much, much better, and they've got to be very bruising in front of King. They cannot give these quick Worthington forwards any space. Wozniak, Gregory, and Long, the top line for Watterson now. Here they come. Watterson having difficulty moving that puck, but finally the Titan Trevor tossing that puck in, and Watterson goes out to work. Here they come now. Worthington now moving that out. They've had an easy time breaking out, but here's a chance for Wozniak moving the puck in. He's got Long with him. Watterson with some sustained pressure here. Good start to the second period here, but Worthington finally moving the puck in, and here comes Cole moving it over. Woodson back over the pass. Quick shot right on King. Good stop. And Watterson having a little difficulty clearing the puck in. Worthington, this is a quick, speedy haul, moving the puck in. Quick shot, but it goes off a leg. Good play there. Watterson's done an excellent job blocking shots. Monahan better take care of his men. Here comes Wozniak. He needs to ram him in and rough him up. They have not been good on the checking yet. They've got to be a little more tighter. Quick shot, it comes close. Rebound right in front. Good play by Gibson to get his body right in front. But they're giving him too much space. There's another shot. And Hall coming close. And if they give Hall this kind of space, they're going to be in trouble, Justin.
Yeah, but the goaltending has been outstanding though. So
Yep, I already said happy birthday. We're going to say it to you again, Mike. Mike Flynn, from happy birthday from all of us. Enjoy your birthday and all the best from all of us. Again, Mike Flynn. Good play by Watterson, moving that puck in, having difficulty clearing the puck. Good checking there. Robert Stalder is going to get a call here. I think he's going to get called for a penalty. I don't understand this call at all, Justin.
oh, Williams is going to get called.
Oh my goodness. And the Watterson crowd do not like this call at all, and Colin Williams is going to go off. Williams is going to go off, and I have no idea what they called him for.
I do not agree. Like he literally, I just saw him standing there trying to fight for the puck. I didn't see him do anything.
Critical juncture in the hockey game here. 13:41 left in the second period. A power play here. Good puck control here. Hall's going to take it. Quick shot right off the post, and Call coming close. He has a quick shot, big snapshot, and he almost beat King. Hit the post. Hall coming close. Good puck movement here. Quick shot right in front. And Watterson having all types of difficulty. Somos has got to take his man out. He's following him. He's got to be more aggressive. There's Somos trying to tie up his man, doing a good job there in front. Watterson, the penalty killers have been very, very good. Good passing right in front, but they've unable to clear it. On their toes here. A good power play by Thomas Worthington. Quick shot. Russ missed the net. It goes out and into the crowd, and Watterson's been on their toes.
Yeah.
Good power play so far by Worthington.
When that penalty was called, I thought it was on them because in the corner, Salter didn't even have the puck, and he was just like.
That's what I thought too. I
He
thought it was
had all the
roughing.
boards, yeah.
Yep. But instead they called Williamson.
But I didn't see Williams do anything. I thought he was just. I really didn't see him do anything. He was just.
Dangerous looking power play here by Worthington here with 1:12 left in the power play. They have really controlled here. Good puck movement and good passing. Bailey's going to quarterback this offense, moving it over to his partner. Quick shot, just missing the net. I don't think King saw that. Here comes Quick, moving it over on the other side. Only got decked there right in front of the referee. Gibson getting decked. And there comes the penalty, a delayed penalty. And Watterson's going to get a chance on the power play. They're going to be even strength for 52 seconds, and then Watterson will take over and be on the power play. Been hard-hitting, been aggressive, and have been a very tough 2 periods so far. Good old-time hockey. Hope you're enjoying all of the action. Happy holidays, everyone. Our holiday edition here of Bishop Watterson Hockey. Join us on Sunday, December 28th versus Troy at 5:45, and join us next Friday at 7 p.m. at Cincinnati versus St. Xavier, where we had that thriller in Cincinnati a while back. Watterson winning in overtime. Quick, moving that puck in. He looks dangerous. Quick shot, right on! Good stop by King. You're not going to beat King if you don't put pressure in front of him. He looks good tonight.
Yeah.
Dialed in.
He's really good with controlling rebounds.
Quick pass back in, and good face-off by Worthington. Moving that puck in. Loose puck coming in. Long, moving it out, but unable to clear it. Quick, moving it on the other side. Monahan trying to clear it. He's going to get a chance. Finally clears it on the other side to Long. And Long dumping that puck in. Finally, Watterson clearing the puck. But give the penalty killers some credit here. They have done an excellent job tying up those loose men a lot better and playing a much better defensive game in this period. Here comes Gibson. Gibson's got some wheels, and here he comes, moving that puck in. But it gets deflected off a 3-on-2. Here it comes. Hall moving it in. He's got a quick shot. Good play by Monahan to keep him outside. And the penalty killing has been outstanding for Watterson. Really doing an excellent job not giving these Thomas Worthington forwards any space. Good tight checking so far. And with the exception of the couple of shots, Thomas Worthington penalty, they haven't been able to do much, and they send the puck all the way down. And Watterson now is going to be on the power play. 39 seconds left. Here they come now. Moving the puck in. And Wozniak just got an errant pass a little too far for him. And the puck drops right into King. Good play there to move it over. But this power play has looked very, very disorganized tonight. Just unable to muster much offense yet, or any shots on net. 20 seconds left here. A huge opportunity for Watterson. Move that puck in. Hunter Spirit whacked his man right in front. Good play by Hunter Spirit. Very aggressive defensive forward, and another nice, beautiful defensive play there by Big Bird Gibson. Here comes Long, the Trevor Long moving the puck in. He's got a quick shot. Right on. Good block there by the defenseman. Made an excellent defensive play here. And Hunter Spirit whacking that puck back in. Penalties are over now. Everyone back on even strength. Wozniak's going to collect that puck. Good play by Wozniak. He's got some moves. And he's been excellent and aggressive. He needs to keep things going and ignite this offense. And unable to play here. Quick shot. What a beautiful kick save by King. Just whipped out that skate and beautiful stop there. Dalton King having an outstanding night so far. Worthington's got no answer for him. Great goaltending by Dalton King. He's been the answer. Here's Wozniak. He's got a breakaway. Wozniak's got it all alone. Takes him in. Scores! Woz has got Watterson on the board. An outstanding breakaway. And he dinked out that goaltender and made him look bad, Justin. What an outstanding play by the Rocket. Outstanding goal. And Wozniak has finally come to play. He's dialed in now.
I think that got him going a little bit. Now I think they're going to put a lot more pressure.
Your captain delivers time in and time out. Outstanding play. And he dinked out the goaltender. He got great stick handling skills. You saw it on display there. He beat the Worthington goalie 1-0 Watterson. And much needed momentum here for Watterson. Let's see if this ignites this offense. Gets that passion and that fire going here, because they need to play desperate hockey. And here comes Cooper moving that puck in. Worthington back on the attack. Quick shot by Cooper. Good blocker save by King, who looks outstanding so far. Worthington with some pressure now. Sustained pressure, trying to get that equalizer. Hall moving that puck in. Quick shot. Good stick save by King. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck. Good play by Monahan, roughing up his player. And here they come again, having all kinds of difficulty. Quick shot, right in front, he's all by himself, and a quick stop by King. Williams just missing his player. The defense have got to do a better job tying up these loose men. He was wide open. And King again robbed him. He has been outstanding throughout the night. Outstanding goaltending. Been the difference so far. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty in their own zone clearing the puck. King having difficulty, roughing up his man, but finally sends that puck down the ice, and that was needed. I iced the puck, but he needed that, got the pressure off, and they needed a much-needed break.
One thing I've seen from Thomas Worthington is they've had a lot of wide open shots, and they've either Dalton King is blocking them or they're just missing the net.
Yep. Good second period start here. Wozniak has got Watterson on the board here, 1-0 with 8:31 left in the second. Somos whacking that puck off to Marr. Marr unable to clear it. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck in. They got to put a body on these very, very speedy forwards. Dar Livington, quick shot, right on, it gets blocked in front. Somos going after his man. But Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck in. And finally, Wozniak's got the puck and he's got some speed. Here comes the rocket. Oh, and he's trying to deke out two men at the same time. Trying to do a little too much all by himself. He's got to involve the offense, and a delayed penalty coming down to Watterson. Delayed penalty.
I think it was offsides. I think it was delayed offsides.
It was a delayed offside, thankfully. Looked like a penalty. Here they come now. Quicker. Good stop there. Watterson's done an excellent job blocking shots and putting a lot of sticks. Here comes Trevor the tight and long. He's got some space. Moving it in. Here comes, a good defensive play there. Thomas Worthington looking good with great defensive play there. Stripping that puck away from Trevor. And here comes another pass to Long, but he's unable to get there. Out of breath. He's got it, but he's showing some energy, some spirit, some passion. He had an outstanding tournament, and he's played well here for the first two periods. Somos looking after his man. He's got to take out that man. Got to be more aggressive, more bruising in front of the netminder. Hall going back, and he's going to regroup this offense, and he's got some wheels. And he sends it over to his other brother, Hall. Moving it over on the other side. Wozniak's there, and he's going to take that puck, whips it across to the other side. It's going to go all the way down the ice. Icing's the call. Good start by Watterson, Justin.
Yeah, he was in the right place at the right time and got the breakaway.
But so far, I've liked what Watterson's doing. Tenacious, aggressive forechecking. The defense has been a little more tight checking. They have been bruising in front of their netminder, but again, the difference in the game. Outstanding goaltending by Dalton King. He has been the answer so far. Outstanding goaltending. Here comes Hall regrouping this offense. Right on King. Quick shot, another rebound. And Hall controlling this offense. Moving that puck in. Quick shot right off the post. Gets us another chance. Scores! Much too many chances in front. They needed to tie up that loose man, and he had way too many breaks in front. They've got to be more bruising, more brutal in front of King, and they left him wide open, Justin. Very costly error.
Yeah, they got to play stronger on defense.
Watterson's got to tighten things up on the defensive play, folks. It's been very, very costly.
Worthington, Thomas Worthington already has 13 shots this period, which is more than they did last period.
Another shout out again to Mike Flynn, who's watching from Lima, Ohio. Happy birthday, Mike. Thank you for watching our broadcast. Watterson now having difficulty clearing the puck off and losing that momentum here as Worthington's got the equalizer. A tied score here, 1-1, 6:19 left in the second period. Watterson's got to have to regroup here, and they've got to get things going. When it starts with Wozniak, Gregory, and Long. They've got to ignite the offense, and they've got to involve their entire offense in the play. But so far, the story of the game has been Dalton King. Outstanding goaltending. He's kept Watterson in, made consistently save after save. Finally, though, Worthington is on the board here. Much too many chances in the slot. Watterson's got to do a better job tightening things up in front of their netminder. Here they come again, having difficulty clearing the puck again. Finally, Williams is going to get a chance. 2-on-2, but it goes a little too far. And the Hammer is going to clear it over to his partner, moving it over on the other side. Right on, King's going to glove that puck and force a whistle. The shifts off there have been a little too long, Justin. They've got to shorten these shifts up. They looked a little gassed out.
Yeah, they need to get shorter shifts. So
We've had a lot of icings of the puck, and I think that's a sign of some fatigue. Face-off to the left of King, who's been outstanding, having an outstanding night here, keeping Watterson in this game. Outstanding night. Made consistently, save after save, has been in the right place at the right time. A great netminder. He's had an outstanding play, and he's had an outstanding season. 5:41 left. A tie game here. Hope you're enjoying all of the action. Happy holidays, everyone. Here comes Thomas Worthington now, keeping the puck in. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty on the breakouts, clearing the puck. Worthington back on the attack, but a good play by King. But he left that wide open person, and he got, again, in big trouble here, this defense. It's got to be a little more aggressive, giving way too much space to these forwards, and they're having a difficult time clearing. Hunter Spirit's going to try. He roughed up his man in the boards. Going to kick it over, but he makes an errant pass to Wildermouth. Worthington in command here, in control. They've got the equalizer. Tie game here, moving that puck in. Back over to Dar Livingston. Quick shot. What a nice stop by King. One thing's for sure, if Dalton sees that puck, Justin, he's outstanding. You're not going to beat him. You're not going to beat him. But he has stood on his head, Justin. He's playing outstanding goaltending. And the reason why the score is only 1-1. Watterson's got to find that fire. They've got to utilize that offense a little bit better. They've got to show that passion, that fire, that drive, that adrenaline. What made them so successful in the tournament. They've got to get there. They've got a loose man in front, but Hunter Spirit didn't see Long. He was wide open. Long moving that puck in, and finally Worthington with their quick breakouts, moving that puck very, very quickly into Watterson territory. Hunter Spirit's going to go behind his netminder, moves it off, but he's unable to clear it. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty. Hunter Spirit's got it. He sees it. It's in his nice, tangled up. Finally, he gets that puck up, and Vinny Gregory wisely tosses that puck out. Long, just a little too far for him. Almost got close there. And Hall's going to regroup this offense. One very, very speedy forward and very, very dangerous for Worthington. Here he comes now. Moving that puck in. Closely watched by Long, who's doing an excellent job forecheck. He's got Vinny Gregory in. And Gregory's going to regroup this offense. He's been a little silent tonight. He needs to get his jets going. He's got outstanding speed. Good play by Gregory to intercept that pass. And Watterson starting to do the tight checking, starting to be a little bit better with their forechecking. Slowly but surely, they're starting to get their legs.
You said you guys are doing an awesome job.
Here they come again. Gregory whipping that puck over to Wozniak. Wozniak just a little too far for him. Finally, Gibson's going to get that chance, but no one's there. Been a little choppy here. Not a lot of space. Good check by Gregory. Here comes Wozniak. Gregory's got to follow him. And here comes Trevor Long now with some speed. Moving the puck in. Trevor Long trying to do it all by himself. And the defense doing an excellent job tying him up. Worthington's defense has done an excellent job tying up the best players for Watterson. But Gibson's going to get a chance here. Here he's got some space and he's got some wheels. Moving that puck over. He's got Vinny Gregory's got some space. Gregory's got to keep going. Stopped. He's been a little silent. He needs to get things going. Finally, but a good shift, though. We need to see more from him. He's been an outstanding player and had an outstanding tournament. Quick shot. Good stop by King. Another stop. Right in front. Good block there by Gibson. The defense doing an excellent job blocking those shots. Gibson whipping his man in the corner, roughing him up on the corners. Gibson's going to get another chance to clear it. He's unable to clear it. Wozniak's going to get a chance. Whips it off to Stalter. Stalter's going to get a chance. Finally whips that off the boards. He had some space, but he didn't see that he had the space there, and it goes back to King. King's going to collect it, and Wozniak's going to regroup this offense, and he's got some wheels. Here he comes, the Rocket now, moving that puck in. Look at the stick handling skills. Oh, and it was an errant pass. Again, Wozniak trying to do a little too much on his own, Justin. He needs to involve the entire offense. Wozniak stops skating. He needs to keep going. I think he's out of breath. And a quick chance here, 2-on-1 for Worthington. Moving that puck in. Good play there by Gibson, whipping that puck out. And Watterson, this line has been way too long on. They've got to get a break. Finally, they get a break. Thankfully, the puck flew out and into the crowd. A much needed break, but that shift was way too long, Justin.
Yeah, I don't know how long it was, but it was definitely too long.
They just seem gassed out and lacking the energy. The shifts have got to be a little shorter. 1:59 in this very entertaining hockey game. Hope you're enjoying all of the action here in the second period. Watterson keeping things close thanks to outstanding goaltending by King, who's been outstanding goaltending, making key saves at key times. He has been outstanding and reliable throughout this entire year, and he has kept Watterson in this game. Look at Stalter move that puck in. This second line has done extremely well. Monahan, Stalter, Williams. They have really provided some balance, something that we was lacking last year from Worthington. Worthington has got a chance here. Quick shot right in. Good stop by King. King again making key saves at key times. He's been outstanding and dialed in for Watterson. That is a good sign. Another chance here for Hall. Dangerous Hall moving that puck in. Worthington in complete control now with some sustained pressure. Trying to get that lead goal here. Moving the puck in. A good pass right over the other Hall. Moving it in. Good stop by King. Moving left to right. King. Quick. And he makes an outstanding stop. Watterson again starting to slow things down, looking a little not lacking that energy, Justin. They've got to get those wheels going. They've got to get skating.
Yeah, they've only got one shot on net this period, and that's the goal by Wozniak.
One shot, and that's the goal by Wozniak. That's not going to do things. They've got to get things going here. 1:18 left in the second period. A tie game, 1-1. Watterson still in this game here, thanks to the outstanding goaltending of Dalton King. Worthington now regrouping. Hall moving it back over to his netminder. Moving it over on the other side. Goes all the way down the ice, but it got tipped off a skate, and they're going to wave the icing. Somos whipping that puck off the corner to Long. Long unable to control it. And King wisely puts a glove on that and freezes the puck. Watterson's got to get their legs back, Justin. They've been a little slow and sluggish at the end of this second period. They can ill afford to allow Worthington to get into the lead here. Critical. 55 seconds left in this period. They cannot allow Worthington to score. Quick face-off here. Worthington controls. And Hunter Spirit's going to get back. Whips that puck in, but Gibson's unable to get there. He ties his man up. Good play by Gibson. And there's a loose puck right in front. Good stop by King. Long unable to clear it. Once again, Watterson having all kinds. Long's got that puck. They tied him up, and Long should have gotten the penalty there almost. They didn't call that. They tied up Long there. But the referees are going to let him play it. A quick shot right in. Good play by Gregory to lift up that skate. And King's got that puck. Whips off the board. Here's a chance for Trevor the tight end Long. Long's got some space. Here comes Long. Look at that aggressive play. Going some heart, some grit, some determination. And good play by Wozniak tying up the loose man. Watterson all over them with forechecking. But here's a 3-on-2 now. End-to-end action. They can ill afford to allow this goal. And the goal's scored, and a crucial goal. The defense again giving the speedy Worthington forwards way too much space in front of their netminder. And a quick shot, and it is demoralizing. Watterson with too many defensive errors in front of their netminder, Justin.
Yeah, 5 seconds left in the period.
What a costly goal with 5 seconds left in the period. Look at Wozniak. He looks dejected and frustrated. The defense has to do a much better job, folks, being tight, consistent, tying up loose men in front of the goaltender. They are not bruising and aggressive. They need to be brutal in front of King. Here's a chance for Wozniak. Quick shot, but he gets tied up. And that's the end of the second period with your score. Thomas Worthington 2, Watterson 1. After 2 periods of play, we'll get a cut in the ice. We'll be right back after this. Justin, it's been a game of momentum, hasn't it? And Worthington seems to have all the momentum now in a very, very costly error in front of their netminder, the defense, not tying up that loose man, and in the puck goes. 2-1 Worthington after 2 periods of play.
Yeah, and the goaltending has been outstanding. And if you take a look at the shots in the second period, and then take a look at the score, it's only a 1-goal game. And Thomas Worthington had 25 shots that period.
My goodness.
Watterson only had 1, and that was the goal.
What are the total shots, Justin?
Total shots. So Thomas Worthington had 9 in the first and 25 in the second.
So that's 34.
And it's only a 1-goal game.
Watterson?
Watterson has a total of 6 shots.
Total shots in the game?
Total of 6 shots.
Goodness gracious, folks. That's not going to win you hockey games.
1 in the
A
second.
total of 6 shots by Watterson in 2 periods. That's not going to win you hockey games.
Yeah.
The great John King is with us here. John, what are your thoughts on the second period?
So second period, I'll tell you what, I think Watterson's been playing some great defense. We're getting attacks or breakaways, whatever, people aren't with them, right? I don't feel like they're following. The shots down there, they had 3 attempts. Nobody challenged them.
Yeah.
And that was the one breakdown of defense I saw. So we're playing, I think, decent hockey.
But you're right, both goals have been defensive breakdowns, not tying up loose men in front of their goaltender.
And I don't want to take anything away from our defense because we are playing well. But our attacks going the other way, people need to go with them. People need to skate hard.
But John, 6 shots on net in total for Watterson. That's not going to win you games.
Not at all. Not at all. Again, it comes down to getting somebody going with people and getting the rebounds, getting another shot, right? Getting that second shot, second, third shot, like they did. They had 2 people down there taking pot shots at Dalton. You know, and nobody's challenging them.
I agree.
Now, that was only, again, our defense was playing excellent, but that was one of the breakdowns.
But I like the word challenge because they have not been challenging these speedy forwards. They've got to be more aggressive with them, more brutal in front of King.
Yeah, I agree, Tom. I agree.
The great John King, and we've had the privilege of having 2 intermissions with John King, the first and second. Thank you, John King.
What an honor it is to be on the Tom Somos show.
That's not the Tom Somos show, John King. Thank you again, John. Justin, what are your thoughts on the second period?
I think the goaltending is what's keeping us in this game. That's all I really got to say, because if you look at the shots and then look at the score.
Joey Monahan, if you're listening, we miss you. Well, hopefully, if you're playing this weekend, we wish you well with all of your hockey games. Folks, we want to wish everyone a very, very happy New Year. I hope that it's healthy, it's safe, and it's prosperous for everyone. We love our viewers, and we thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with the third period in just a few minutes. Good job, Justin.
I think I'm getting used to doing it.
Absolutely, you're doing an excellent job. I love working with you guys. Great job. Just take practice.
Like the first time I was like, what am I going to
It's a
do?
little more nervous, and
Yeah.
then you get into a routine.
Yeah, I kind of got used to it.
Good job. Good job. Well, Justin, so far a better second period for Watterson, a little more tenacious, a little more aggressive forechecking. The offensive firepower starts with Wozniak. He's been there. The captain has been dialed in with a goal here and has really ignited the offense. But I think the difference has been the defense. They've broken down a couple of times, not been tight, consistent, not tying up loose men in front. They have not been bruising and aggressive in front of King.
Yeah, that goal, it was a great job by Wozniak. He did a good job pressuring the defense, and the puck just, he didn't have possession on it, and Wozniak just took it and went all the way down and
Well,
scored.
what can we say about Dalton King? Outstanding, reliable goaltending. He has been outstanding. Standing on his head tonight, he has faced, folks, 34 shots on net. He has been outstanding, and he's the reason why Watterson is still in this game. 2-1 Thomas Worthington after 2 periods of play. We'll be right back. The great Dave Wozniak. What are your thoughts on the first and second period, Dave?
Slow start in the first period. I think it took us half the period to take possession over to center ice. Then we started to pick it up a little bit. Second period, started that look better. Hopefully we can build on it and get a couple goals back here.
I mean, the goaltending has been fabulous, but
Yeah, absolutely.
they've only had 6 shots in the entire game,
Really?
Watterson. And that's been the difference.
Wow.
They've got to get more shots on net. You're not going to win hockey games with 6 shots on net.
No, you're not going to win like that. I didn't realize it was that lopsided, but yeah.
Yeah, Thomas
Yeah,
Worthington
definitely more
has
possession instead of dumping the puck and more shots.
Thomas Worthington
We're
has a
going to be
total
looking
of
for
34
more firepower.
shots.
Yeah, definitely
34.
34 shots on net for Dalton King. He's had an outstanding night. The kid has stood on his head, and the reason why the score is only 2-1. Outstanding goaltending by Dalton King. We'll be right back.
34-6.
But the score is 2-1.
I'll tell you, Dalton's been the difference in
He
every
really
game.
is in every game.
If it wasn't for
He's
Dalton,
kept us in
man,
the game, every game. He's kept us competitive.
yeah. We've had how many one-goal games?
What's that? DK, Dalton King for president.
That's not how we've been going around. There's one there, 2 there, and there's another one down here. I've been trying to get pictures of them.
I love it. Folks, we've been looking at all the beautiful signs that are here displayed here in this beautiful Coliseum. We've got Wizard of Woz. We've got DK for Dalton King for president. And then what's the other one, Justin? Waddy Strong?
It says Waddy Strong with Long.
Waddy Strong with Long.
And there's one down there that says See Puck, Shoot Puck.
Outstanding creativity. We'll be right back.
I don't know if it does, but there you go. It's so frustrating when they score with like such little time left.
It is. It's the worst thing. I mean, it just breaks your back. Breaks your back.
I just hate looking at the shots. It's like, look at all the. It took up 3 goals basically.
Yep. A very back-breaking goal in this late second period. Really devastating for Watterson. They've got to bounce back. But Dustin, they've got to show that heart, that spirit, and that passion. They're going to have to take chances in the third period. They've got to show that fire. They've got to show that. They've got to play desperate hockey. So far, as we look through the lineups here, Hall, number 4 for Thomas Worthington, been outstanding. Oscar the Hammer, number 7, has been outstanding. They've been your stars so far for Thomas Worthington. Very, very quick forwards, my goodness. And their power play has been very impressive.
Yeah, but Watterson's done a good job on defense.
Watterson needing a lot of heart and a lot of spirit and a lot of determination. They're going to have to play desperate hockey in the third period. Just seconds away from the third period. We'll be right back. Back to live action here as the players return from their dressing rooms to the benches. Big third period for Watterson. They're going to have to show a lot of heart, a lot of determination, a lot of spirit. They're going to have to play desperate hockey. This team has been behind before, and they've shown a lot of heart and determination. They've come back before. They know how to come back. They've got the character and the determination, but they've got to put their foot on the pedal and be aggressive and show that heart and determination, Justin.
Yeah, they're doing well on defense. They just got to be a little better on offense, I feel like.
They've got to have consistent shifts, and they've got to have shorter shifts too, Justin. I thought the shifts were a little too long in the second period.
Yeah, they keep taking long shifts.
Got to preserve that energy. We're hoping for a lot more spirited, much more determined, aggressive play in the third period. The defense has been a little lacking here in the first and second period. They've got to tie up loose men a lot better in front of the goaltender, and they need to be bruising and aggressive. But tonight, the difference has been Dalton King. He's played outstanding, reliable goaltending. The kid has stood on his head, facing already, folks, 34 shots and good shots. He has had an outstanding night. And the reason why Worthington's only leading 2-1, Justin. What will the third period hold for Watterson? This team has got to go deep down, and they've got to find that heart, that determination, that passion. They've got to fuel that fire, and it all starts with Wozniak and Long. Gregory's been a little silent tonight. He needs to get going. He had an outstanding tournament last weekend. He needs to get his wheels going, and he's got to ignite this offense. The seniors have stepped things up. Wozniak and Long have been there. But the play has not been consistent. The defense has not played consistent defensive play throughout the first and second period. And they have, unfortunately, made some mistakes in front of their netminder. It's been costly. And the most costliest was that late goal in the second period, Justin.
Yeah, it's frustrating to get scored on with such little time left in the period.
Wozniak winning that faceoff, and Watterson going to get things going. Gregory tossing that puck into the Worthington territory, and they go on the aggressive. And they need to be aggressive here, and they need to take some chances. Worthington much too easy clearing, and their breakouts have been a little too smooth. Moving that puck in. And finally, Watterson clearing it. Watterson's had some difficulty in their own zone clearing the puck. They've got to move that puck a little quicker. They've got to throw that puck out and get it out of harm's way and do it in a hurry. They were burned a couple of times by Worthington. Here's a quick shot. Good stop by King. Wozniak now needs to ignite the offense, and he moves it. He's unable to clear it. Gibson unable to clear it. And Gregory finally whipping that puck off, but a good defensive play there, keeping that puck in. And Worthington on the attack now with some sustained pressure, moving it in right in front. Oh, moving it over to Horishek. And here they come again. Gregory moving that puck in. He's got some room. Good pass right over to Wozniak. Wozniak's got it, but a little too far. Icing's the call. Watterson better be very, very careful of these very speedy forwards. Giving them a little too much space, Justin. Face-off is going to be to the right of King, who has been brilliant tonight, facing already 35 saves. Outstanding goaltending tonight by Dalton King. 2-1 Worthington now on the attack. Moving that puck in. Here comes Hunter Spears. Got some wheels. Moving into the offense. Good play there by Hunter Spears. Got to get some traffic in front. Monahan's in front of the net. There's a quick pass right in front. Good passing there. But Hunter Spears doing an excellent job getting that defense and igniting the pass. Good play by Somos, tying up that loose man. And here comes Monahan, a little bit too far for him. And Somos is going to go behind his netminder and regroup this offense. Somos taking a look. Moving it over to Stalter, who makes an errant pass right in front. Quick pass right in. Stalter better be careful. Moving it back over, and Bailey's going to get a chance. Quick shot, scores! And King was, I don't think King saw it, Justin.
No, they're doing a good job of screening the goaltender.
And folks, you saw that coming. Watterson having difficulty in their own zone, clearing the puck, not tying up those loose men. And I think King was screened and didn't see that. And Worthington with a quick jump here in the third period, and they've got a commanding 3-1 lead. Watterson has got to get things going. They've got to dig down deep. They've got to show some fire, some heart, some spirit, some passion. They've been lacking in that intensity tonight. They've got to regroup and get that intensity back. And they need to get their legs going. They've been a little slow and sluggish. And they've started this third period a little slowly. They've got to get things going. Here they come. Long now, moving it over. Wozniak, the catalyst, moving that puck in. Good play by Wozniak. He's had an excellent night. Forcing that rush and doing an excellent job. But the quick haul, moving that puck out. Look at this kid. He's got some wheels. Going across center ice into Watterson territory, making an errant pass. And here comes Long, who's got some space. Good pass over to Wozniak. Long's going to go in front. Wozniak unable to get there. Good defensive play there. And Gibson unable to do much there. Monahan trips, and he gives the haul in, and then come in and break away, and it's a goal. And just like that, Worthington with 2 quick goals in the third period. The defense, Justin, breaking down. Not doing enough to slow down these speedy forwards.
Yeah, their defense was good in the first 2 periods, but now they're just, I feel like their confidence is just crumbling now.
35-6 in the shot total, folks. Watterson just not mustering enough offense and not doing enough on the defensive side to tie up these loose men and be bruising and brutal in front of King. Even though King has had an outstanding night, they have not done a good enough job defending in front of King. Watterson in trouble now. They've got to play some desperate hockey here and take some chances, trailing 4-1 with 12:18 left in the third. Watterson's got some time, but they got to get going. They've been slow and they've been sluggish. Kind of reminds me of the way they started the first period, Justin. There they come now, having difficulty clearing the zone. Finally, Hunter Spirit's going to clear it to the other side. Monahan's going to take that puck. Good pass right over, a little too far for Williams, who had a really good tournament. Monahan also had an excellent tournament. Crowley moving that puck in and moving it over to the Hammer, who sends that puck down the ice. King now moving that puck in. Having difficulty. Quick shot. And the defense making some errors. Making some defensive errors, and they've been costly for Watterson. 4-1 Worthington in complete control now. Moving that puck in. Watterson having difficulty. Here again, another issue. Cooper having that puck in. And he finally gets checked. Good defensive play there. Well, Wildermouth almost got that puck. He had an excellent tournament. He's been a bruising, aggressive forward. Been a little silent tonight. Watterson's got to get their legs going. They're going to have to take some chances here, trailing 4-1, Justin.
Yeah.
Hope you've enjoyed this holiday edition of Bishop Watterson Hockey. Watterson has showing some good signs, playing well in the first and second period. Outstanding goaltending by King, but this third period has looked lousy so far. Worthington has regrouped and scored twice, leading the hockey game 4-1. And a critical game now, a critical juncture in the third period with 11:10 left. Watterson's going to have to dig down deep, involve the defense in the rush here, and take some chances. Worthington again winning the faceoff in the quick, speedy Hall, moving that puck, and he's got Bernardi with him. Look at him deke the offense. Good play by Monahan, taking this man out and tying up those loose men. Good defensive play there. Worthington in complete control. Hall moving that puck in. Quick shot right on. Good blocker save by King. Monahan goes after his man. Foley unable to get there. Finally, Watterson's going to get that puck. And again, Stalter unable to clear the puck. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty. They have just not been able to tie up those loose men in front. They've been unable to get those breakouts going. Quick shot right on, and a good stop by King. Without Dalton King, this must have been a much more lopsided affair, Justin.
Yeah, they just have to get the puck out of the zone. Like a lot of times, it's so close that they just stop it on the goal line. They have to get it out of the zone.
Watterson again, Justin, looking slow and sluggish. They have just not gotten their legs. They've not looked speedy. They've abandoned the aggressive forechecking, and they need to get their legs going. And they need to do things in a hurry here. Trailing 4-1. Got to get more desperate. With 10:30 left in the hockey game. Key face-off to the left of King. Gibson's going to take that puck. Whips it off the boards. Over to Gregory. Finally, Hunter Spirit's going to get there. Good pass over to Long. Long's going to get a chance here. He's got some wheels. He's got Wozniak with him. Good play by Long, digging the defense. And he moves that puck in. But the good defensive play. Worthington, unlike Watterson, have really tied up loose men in front of their netminder. Done a much better job. Here comes a very speedy forward. 13, moving that puck in for Thomas Worthington. Quick Cooper, moving that puck in. Good play there, but Gibson unable to get that check. And here comes Long. He's got some space. Taking a look. Moving it off a leg and finally getting it out. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck in their own zone. Finally, Hunter Spirit's going to get the chance. 9:41 left in the hockey game. Good play by Gregory. Gregory's been very quiet tonight. He needs to get things going. He's got to get his legs going here. They desperately need Gregory to ignite this offense. Good play there by Hull, who's looked, Bernardi looked desperate. Number 9, moving that puck in. They've got some very, very quick defensemen, quick forwards. And finally, good play by Hunter Spirit. Puts on the brakes and regroups. Moves it over the other side. And Gregory tossing that puck on all the way down the ice. Icing's the call. They've looked slow. They've looked sluggish. They have not shown that energy. And I think the shifts have been way too long, Justin.
Yeah.
They got to shorten these shifts.
Yeah, like once it was a 1-goal game, and it's all about their confidence. Their confidence is just gone now, I feel like.
Yep, they're lacking confidence now, but they've got to find something. They've got to get a goal here, trailing 4-1 with 9:06 left in the contest. Stalter having all kinds of difficulty in his own zone. Finally, Somos pinning his man in. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck. Finally, Williams going to get that puck off. And he tosses it into center ice, but a little too easy here for Worthington. Good forechecking there by Monahan, who's been aggressive. He's had an excellent tournament, and he's had an excellent game so far. Davis moving that puck in right on. Good stop by King, who's in the right place at the right time. King has really made huge stops here. Already faced, Justin, I believe, 37 shots?
Oh, there have been 6 shots this
36 shots. Dustin King has been playing King has had an outstanding game, playing outstanding goaltending. He's been the difference. And the reason why we're only at 4-1, folks. Here comes Worthington again on the offense. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty getting this offense going. Just have not been organized. The passes have not been in sync. This team just does not look organized tonight. They have not shown that focus, that heart, that determination that we saw in the tournament. Again, tossing the puck out and down the ice. Icing again. A lot of icings tonight,
Yeah.
Justin.
They can't get it out of their zone, which lets them just ice it down.
And I think it's a reflection of fatigue and the lack of energy. This team just hasn't shown that heart, that energy, that passion that they showed in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's just been lacking. Watterson with running out of time, 8-12, trailing 4-1 in the contest. With 8-12 left in regulation. Worthington controls. Bailey moving that puck in and goes, tips off the skate, out and into the crowd. Face off again will be to the left of Dalton King, who's had an outstanding night, facing 36 shots. The kid has played on his head, outstanding goaltending. But the difference tonight has been the defense that have really broken down in front of King. Really disappointed the goaltender. Not doing enough in front of the netminder. But here they come now. Long's on the row, moving the puck, and he's got Wozniak with him. Long's got the puck, but he overskates the puck. And here comes the very speedy Hammer moving that puck in. Good defensive play there by Hunter Spirit, who's been very aggressive all night. He's had an outstanding game. The Hammer moving that puck in. Quick shot right on. King making the stop. Good stop by King, who's had an outstanding night. But this offense has not shown the same firepower that they showed in the tournament, Justin.
No, they're not.
So far, we have not seen that tenacious, aggressive forechecking consistently. We have not seen tight, consistent defensive play consistently. We've not seen consistent offensive firepower. Watterson's only had about 7 shots on net in the entire game. That's not enough. Long's going to try to clear that puck in, and here comes Hunter Spirit trying to create some offense here. 7:29 left in the contest. Long's got some time here, moving that puck in. But again, Watterson running out of time here with only 7:29 left. And the clock ticking. Watterson's going to have to take some chances here. Got to play some desperate hockey here, trailing 4-1. Wozniak can try to do something here, but that pass is a little too far. The passing has just not been as crisp and as good as when Watterson played in the tournament. They've just not been in sync, and you got to credit the Worthington defense really being very disruptive, not creating any space here. The defense, unlike Watterson, have been tight, consistent forechecking, and they've been tight and tying up loose men in front. Joey Wozniak unable to clear it, and here's an check. Good check there. Good check by King. And that's the kind of forceful, aggressive defensive play that's been lacking here. But good play by King. Here comes the quick, speedy haul. It's been very dangerous all night. Creating that shot. Oh, and it just trickles in. I think King got a piece of it. Back over. Here they come. They're in complete control here. Leading the hockey game with 6:20 left in the hockey game. 4-1. Thomas Worthington all over Watterson. Join us on Friday, January the 2nd versus St. Xavier at 7 p.m. And join us on Sunday, December 28th versus Troy at 5:45. Here's a chance right in front, a good block. Another shot right on. King making a good stop there. Watterson's done a good job blocking shots and tying up loose men, but they haven't done it on a consistent basis, and they're having all kinds of trouble now. Worthington again in control with the aggressive, but right in front. Good stop by King, who had to be extremely careful. But the defense broken down a little too often, Justin, and it's created all kinds of breaks in front of King. Really disappointed the goaltender, really. They should have done a lot better in front of King, and they have not done enough.
Another thing is puck possession and like offensive zone time, because it's been in Watterson's defensive zone almost the whole game.
Yeah. The offensive firepower that we saw in the tournament has just been very lacking. They've just not shown that spirit, that passion, that tenacious fire, and that spirit that they showed in the tournament. They need to flip the switch and flip it in a hurry, trailing 5:23 left in the third. Watterson's got to play some desperate hockey, and they're going to have to take some chances. There's a quick chance right in. Oh, and Monahan just missed that puck. And they got tangled up with Cooper, and they got it physical and aggressive. Monahan's going to get that puck in, but he was a little too far in, and they're going to waive the delayed offside. Here they come. Good play there by Williams, tying up the Hammer, who's had an outstanding night for Worthington. Hall also an outstanding night, the captain. This has been a very, very impressive team. They've kept Watterson on their toes all night. And here's a quick chance, right in. Good stop by King, who's been the lone star here for Watterson. Outstanding night. Another quick chance. Here's a 3-on-2. Vinny Gregory, here he comes. Look at this kid move when he gets going. Good play by Gregory, moving it in. Gets a chance, but an excellent block here. Hall doing an outstanding job on defense. The captain, very, very impressive for Worthington. And with 4:21, it's Worthington that's in complete control, moving that puck. Hall moving it in right on front. King wisely steering the puck in, and here comes Gregory, and he tosses it again. Another icing all the way down. Icing's the call. My goodness, Justin, have we seen icing after icing?
Yeah, they're just desperate to get out of their zone, but they gotta pick their head up and look for a pass instead of just icing it down every time.
It was really close through 2 periods. It was only 2-1 after the end of 2-1, but Worthington has broken this deadlock, and they have taken it to Watterson. They've got a 4-1 commanding lead with 3:54 left on the clock. Watterson just cannot muster any offense. Only 7 shots on net, as opposed to Worthington that has had close to 40 shots on King, who's been on his head all night. Hall easily moving that puck in right in front. One other stop by King. Once again, the defense breaking down in front of King and not tying up that loose man. It was almost costly, but again, King robbing the forward right in front of the net. King has been outstanding, Justin, the lone star for Watterson. 3:29 left in the contest. Worthington in complete control with a dominant performance, leading 4-1. Bailey keeping that puck in for Worthington, and Worthington again pressuring Watterson. Watterson having all kinds of pressure, all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck. Wildermouth finally clearing it, and Bailey's going to regroup, and he sends it over to Hall, goes on the attack. Quick shot, another beautiful block. Beautiful block by Hunter Spirit, who's had an outstanding night on defense. And here comes Wildermouth, who's moving that puck in, being aggressive on the boards. Wildermouth doing an excellent job forechecking. Finally, Watterson now forechecking and creating some consistent pressure in the Worthington zone. But a good play there, and Bernard's going to clear the puck in with Worthington in a commanding 4-1 lead, leading the hockey game 4-1. Outstanding play by Worthington and an outstanding defensive game. Finally, that puck trickles out, and Worthington stuffs that puck back into Watterson territory, and Somo's going to regroup, and he's got some space. He's going to move that puck out. Good pass right over, and it gets intercepted, and the Hammer takes it, moving it over. He'll move it over to Bailey. Bailey's got that puck in. He feeds the winger. An errant pass a little too far. Monahan's going to take that puck in, and he's got that play. He whips it off to the corner, and here comes Marr. Marr moving it, who's been having a quiet night, moving that puck in. Marr also needs to pick things up and get this offense ignited. He had an excellent tournament. A lot of quiet nights for your Watterson forwards here. They need to get things going. They need to finish strong. Wozniak now moving that puck in. Wozniak's had a pretty good night so far, but it's been a little quiet in the third period with 1:41 left in the contest. 4-1 Worthington. Justin, they need to finish strong, and they've got to get a goal here in this at the end of this period.
Yeah.
They've got to finish with some momentum going into the next game against Troy. Join us next on Sunday, December the 28th versus Troy, and join us next Friday at Cincinnati versus St. Xavier. A few weeks ago, Watterson with an outstanding game, winning in overtime 4-3 with a thriller in Cincinnati. Here's a quick shot. Good block there by Gibson. Gibson right in front. Watterson having all kinds of difficulty. And it's good to see Al Chirac on the end. She gets clobbered hard on the boards. There's a quick shot. Another stop. Another stop. Oh, goodness. And here comes the Titan. He's got some room. 2 huge saves by King, robbing the forward right in front. But again, the defense breaking down and not tying up loose men in front, and King had to bail them out again. The defense must do a much better job tying up loose men in front of their goaltender. They have not shown that bruising, aggressive style. And it's been a little disappointing because their goaltender has had a hell of a night, making 40 stops and quality shots in front of an outstanding night for Dalton King. Even though Watterson's trailing 4-1, this game might have been much, much worse without the help of Dalton King. He has been outstanding, and he's had an outstanding season. Watterson needs to finish strong here. They need to finish with some momentum to get ready for their next game Sunday at 5:45 at Troy. Join us for a more holiday edition of Bishop Watterson Hockey. Worthington now trying to clear that puck in. 30 seconds left in the contest. Lola Bittner, good to see her out there trying to get that puck, working hard on the boards. She's got Hunter Spirit, her partner, helping out. Good play by Hunter Spirit to get there to that puck, and Williams unable to clear it. It's been a consistent theme throughout. Watterson having so much difficulty clearing in front of their net. It's been very costly. Good play there by, and look at them crowding up, and they're not tying up loose men, and it almost was costly there with 4 seconds left in the game. Much too many opportunities. Too many loose men in front in the slot, creating all kinds of havoc in front of King.
Yeah, the defense needs to move players out of the, like, a couple of their goals were because there's guys in front of the net, they're just tapping in rebounds, and there's nobody moving them out of the way.
And with 4 seconds left in the game, Thomas Worthington will go now 11-2-1 overall. Bishop Watterson will be 8-9 overall, and in the conference they'll be 1-3. An impressive performance by Thomas Worthington, winning the contest 4-1. Join us on Sunday, December 28th versus Troy at 5:45 p.m. and join us next Friday at 7 p.m. at St. Xavier in the Queen City in Cincinnati. Hopefully we'll have another thriller like we had a couple of weeks ago with Watterson winning in a thrilling fashion in overtime. Hope you've enjoyed the contest today. We thank you for joining us, and good night from Fairgrounds. Good job, guys.
I think I've got the hang of it.